Sherri Papini's kidnapping plays like a Hollywood movie with an unbelievable cast of characters. The beautiful missing mom, the handsome heartbroken husband, the mysterious wealthy donor, and a hard-edged hostage negotiator.
Now the world is going to be looking for you.
But after Sherri's miraculous release, many have begun to question whether the story is fact or pure fiction.
People say a lot of things about this story don't add up.
They don't. There's lots of things that don't add up. Why they took her, why they brought her back.
Sherri told the sheriff she was kidnapped by two Hispanic women, but she never saw their faces.
Do you think Sherri's story holds up?
I don't know her.
Sherri's actually never spoken publicly about what happened to her in those tortuous 22 days she was missing.
She's never made a public statement thanking the sheriffs, the community, you, her husband. Do you find that odd?
I do. I do.
Why wouldn't she call you and say, hey, thanks for whatever you did?
I don't have the answer to that.
Sherri's husband, Keith, raised nearly $50,000 through a GoFundMe page.
Presumably the Papinis kept the GoFundMe money.
Yes.
So there was some money that came in.
Sure. Yep, not through us.
Crime Watch Daily is clearing up any speculation that came from that detail. Sources tell us most of that GoFundMe money went to other private investigators to help find Sherri, and any more left over is being used in her rehab and recovery from her injuries. But what about that $50,000 ransom that anonymous donor put up to find Sherri?
Did you get your money back?
Yeah. Cameron had my money the whole time.
And Cameron Gamble himself has come under scrutiny. He's been a target of skepticism, his credentials called into question, his reputation attacked in multiple media reports.
The criticism is of you that you did this to enhance your business. You've heard it.
I have.
Is it true?
It's not.
Cameron Gamble runs a covert operation.
Thank you.
Even his office is hidden.
So you keep this location pretty much secret.
I do.
Why is that important?
A couple reasons. One is the privacy of who might come here as a client. Two, I don't want my clients knowing where this is as well.
He says his business is traveling the world negotiating the release of kidnapped victims for hopeless families and teaching government officials, missionaries, and everyday people how to survive captivity.
So this is one of your shipping containers, basically.
Correct.
And each one is set up to look like a different scenario where somebody could be taken, essentially.
Different regions throughout the globe.
He uses 4 tricked-out shipping containers to recreate intense real-life scenarios that occur behind enemy lines.
Describe this environment.
This is something you would traditionally see in anywhere from Honduras to Djibouti to Mexico, any slum area, Somalia.
So why would a man who trains people how not to get kidnapped step into the spotlight for a woman he's never met and quite frankly didn't even know if she was ever even kidnapped or alive?
You came under the harsh light of scrutiny. People digging around into your military background. Some of it was rather unflattering.
It was. One of the individuals who gave me the hardest time was a lady working for the Attorney General's office as an attorney, hiding behind a Facebook account, calling me out for stolen valor.
Many accuse the ex-airman of lying about his credentials and his qualifications, so we put him on the hot seat.
Did you fabricate any of your background?
Not an ounce.
What makes you qualified to conduct this sort of training? You weren't a Navy SEAL.
Correct. I was not.
You weren't in Special Forces.
I was not.
You never saw combat.
No.
You never rescued anyone.
No. Not in the military, no.
Are you an opportunist?
Absolutely not.
Did they pay you to do this?
No, the anonymous donor, he really is the one who retained me. I wasn't working directly for the Papinis. And I called him and I said, you should retain me legally for $1. And he said, why $1? And I said, well, I just donated that to St. Jude when I bought the ransom phone.
$1.
Yeah.
That's all you got out of this.
I mean, the irony of the whole thing is I was so reluctant to get involved. My wife asked me early on, are you gonna get involved with this case? And I said, no, I mean, I don't do missing persons, but if I was asked, I would certainly help out any way I could.
Does your wife regret that you got involved in this?
Every day.
They've gone after your wife.
Absolutely.
They've claimed that she was in the adult film business.
Sure. claimed that she's a hot mom, a porn star of some type. Now, they've also claimed that Sherri was the same person and that they knew each other and they were involved together.
Your wife never met Sherri prior to this?
No, or Keith.
Our investigative producers at Crime Watch Daily were able to confirm Cameron does indeed provide survival training for government officials and missionaries.
Just let me go, please. I'm sorry.
But then this video surfaces, sparking even more speculation about Gamble. The video, filmed 4 years ago, features a young woman who looks eerily similar to Sherri Papini. The person who produced it, Cameron Gamble.
A while back, you made a video, and the victim actor in that video looked a lot like Sherri Papini, and people made a big deal out of that.
Sure.
What do you say?
Take any blonde-haired, blue-eyed girl and put her in that type of video, and they go, oh, Sherri Papini. If Sherri had been a brunette and I'd used a brunette, they'd be saying the same thing.
Cameron vehemently denies he had anything to do with Sherri Papini's disappearance, but he does have a few ideas as to what really happened to her.
Do I think she was abducted? Yes.
Up next,
What do you think really happened here?
All indications to me would be some type of revenge.
Revenge for what?
speculation runs wild, and I track down the one person who can put an end to all of it. Sherri Papini.
Sherri, it's Chris Hansen with Crime Watch Daily. We just wanted to follow up on some questions.